Welcome again to another edition of Smart Money. My name is RANGA MAKWATA. I'm sure by now you know that on this program we are discussing the process of investing, how you can get started to be an investor on our local capital markets. And we have covered on quite a number of issues that should help you right now to be more comfortable with investments. The objective of this program is to put you at some level that's close to where professional investors are, bearing in mind, obviously, that you may not be a professional as yet. So today, I just thought I would respond to an inquiry from one of you regarding the issue about access to information. I've started talking about how you need to do some basic analysis, fundamental, technical, and economic analysis. So some of you were asking questions. Okay, we have heard you. So where do we get this information? So today I'll try and just point you to where you can get the information that you want for you to get started. And the obvious one, obviously, is the media. So the media, they at the top, it should be the newspapers. So newspapers are a good source of information for all investment issues. So what are you looking for when you read the newspaper? You need to look for some news related to businesses, related to finance and investment, and also the economy. So it's important that you know what's happening around you, because the company which you're going to be investing in is doing its business within a certain environment. So if that environment is not favorable, there's no way that you expect that company to be doing very well. So look for information, any kind of news around business or companies that are listed. That information is important. Once you have an idea of the universe of companies that are listed on a stock exchange, you know the names. So you know there's a Delta, there's an InScore, there's an Econet, an OK, and etc. You are then going to be looking for information that is specific to those organizations. So look for news, anything to do with the company, or if it could be something like they've opened a new branch, they are now selling a new product, they've got new management, the promotional work that they're doing, legal issues, some reactions from some of their customers. Those are the kind of information that you need. So yeah, I think you need to start getting used to liking the business section. I know most people, when they see a newspaper, they go to the big page looking for something on sports, and others are looking for something on politics. I think right now you need to start, you need to have this habit of going straight to the business section, read the stories, go to the back page of the business section where there are some data and statistics. So you need that. So the news is important. Also, company statements. So these companies are producing statements. It could be reports, cautionary statements, or some information about whatever they are working on. Just go through. You don't have to be an expert, but just have a working idea of the things that they are doing. And maybe where you may need some clarification, then you can approach an intermediary, a broker, an asset manager, or any financial advisor or investment advisor who could be able to help you getting started. Also, you need to look for information from company websites. So these companies have got websites. You got there's some very important information. So they are making their announcements there, and especially if you go to the investor relations or investor section of the website, there's some information that is more focused to what you may need to know as an investor. But also even the general pages of that website could actually give you some information, just the general information that you want. And you know that as an investor, these companies are having are mandated or expected to have general meetings, annual general meetings, which are members meetings. So to the extent that you know about them, it's an option that you can try and take to be attending these meetings. And also, in internet is a good source of information. You have to obviously know what you are looking for from the internet, something to do with competition, competitors, suppliers, and etc. Then there are also national sources of information that you need to consider. So, central bank produces a lot of data. That's the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe. Then SimStats produce a lot of statistics that you may need um, if you're one who is comfortable with a lot of data and number. And also there are some annual kind of documents that are produced. For example, the monetary policy statement is one of them. The budget statement is one of them. So instead of making the day, people just wait for the budget statement, looking for the payee thresholds or the donors thresholds. I think as an investor, I also need to start looking for what other information that can come out from there. So Zimstats have spoken about them, and also maybe the Zimra website or Zimra statements to do with the collections of tax revenue and also other kind of collection. So that's a very good starting point. Um, you can also take next step, which is to subscribe to providers of information. For example, most brokers, they are providing information to their investors. That information is being churned out on a regular basis on weekdays. It could be a price sheet, which we discussed on this platform, but also some reports on a daily basis of highly specialized nature, data of one sort of or another. So you need to have access to that, and it's pretty much free for most brokers, if not all of them. But then there are also subscription-based services, for example, ZFN, that provide specific data, specific information and analysis. So you need to have access to all this kind of information. Now, so that's the starting point. Just know where you can go looking for information, so that you can then go to the next stage, which is the analysis. So I just thought that maybe, although we're taking a step ahead to try and introduce you to the basic analysis blocks in terms of the fundamental, technical, and economic. It was also important that we just point you to uh, how you can access your raw data that you can then analyze. So thanks so much for watching, and thanks so much for your comments. Keep bringing these comments and questions to us, and we'll try to respond like I've just done by creating a recording on specific issues that you are asking us about. We are hoping that you are learning, you are benefit, benefiting from this financial literacy, and that should help you as you start on your journey as an investor. Please like our Facebook page on Vincent Capital. Also, subscribe to our YouTube channel on Vincent Capital as well, and talk to us. We want to hear from you. Thank you very much. See you on the next recording. Remember, at Vincent, we are creating wealth together. Bye bye.